Hello my friends, welcome back. So tonight, it's going to be, for you guys it's going to be one video, but for me it's going to be a 3-part video, because I'm making a clock for my friend. I'm doing just kind of an oriental theme going on, an Asian theme going on in her house. I don't really have a whole lot of Asian inspired stuff. I might have a few things, but my thoughts are I'm going to make this clock and I'm going to put, tonight's just going to be clear resin in the bottom because it is a fairly deep mold. I'm going to pour a layer of clear resin because I don't want all my stuff that I'm going to put in on the next layer to fall right to the front. So I'm going to just pour this clear in for now. And then the next layer, I got a bunch of these flowers. I don't know if you guys saw my Amazon haul or not, but I got a bunch of different colored flowers and stuff. And I'm going to put some flowers in there. And I'm going to put some gold leaf in there. And what few Asian inspired. I think I have a couple of gold fans. I'll put them in there. And then when that layer cures, it's just going to be mixed with clear. When it cures, and maybe some glitter. When it cures, I'm going to pour bright red over the back of it. So, it's a clock mold. I got it from Temu. I will leave the link in the description box below, as well as an affiliate link. I have a link if you want to. If you're new to Temu and you've never bought from them before, I have a link that will get you a 30% discount. So, be sure and check it out if you haven't. Their molds are really, I mean, this is a nice mold. It came with 2 different clock faces, one gold, one silver. I'm going to give her the gold one, just because I feel like it would go better with her theme. So, I mixed my resin up here. Like I said, I just want a clear layer of resin in the bottom here. Just going to go around the whole thing. Like I said, then when I come in tomorrow, I'm going to put a clear layer of resin with the glitter and gold flakes and some flowers in there, and then we'll let it cure, and then I guess I'm going to do red over the back. I thought that'd be really pretty, and it's going to go with kind of what she's got in her house. She had mentioned she liked my clocks, because I do resin clocks that are the big ones. I'll show you guys here in just a minute if I can find one handy. If not, I'll show it in the next video. But yeah, I do different kinds of resin clocks. I have a small one, and then I have a big round mold that I make clocks out of. I also do them out of wood rounds. I sent Melissa, the cheap chick, I sent her parents a Star Wars / gnome clock, because her mother is into gnomes and her dad is into Star Wars. So I thought, what better thing to give to them than, and they're the cutest. They're on her channel. If you ever watch her, you need to check her out. She does all kinds of, she does hauls, she does thrift store, flea markets. She does, she's bought storage units. She does like Miss A, Shein. She used to do Whoosh. Now she's doing Temu. Same as me, but she's doing mainly, like, she does some fun stuff. Most of my Temu right now consists of resin supplies and art supplies. That's what I've been really focusing on with them. Wipe this off the back here. So I'm just lightly going over this. I don't want to burn my mold. But I don't want any bubbles in the front if I can avoid it. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys on a hold. When I come back, it'll be tomorrow. We'll put the next pretty layer on, and we'll get ready for it to cure. Alright, bye guys. Okay guys, I'm back. So my resin's mixed. I mixed up, where's my little deal here? I mixed up 80 ml of resin. And I'm going to pour it in, just a little bit of it, probably about half of it in, maybe even less. And then we're going to add some stuff to it. And then we'll cover this stuff up with it. I could have added all that into this first layer after it cured just a little bit, but I just didn't want it all coming to the front. And I thought, my luck, I would pour it and it would all be in the very front. And I didn't want it all at the very front. I want it where you can kind of see it in the background where it looks multi-dimensional. And so we're putting it in this layer. And then, like I said, I'm going to come back in with my final layer, and it's going to be a dark red. And then, I figured the gold is going to go better with it, so a gold clock face. I don't know if you guys remember, but I was telling you it's for a neighbor, friend of mine. And she's just a super nice lady. She's always helpful. She takes me, gives me rides when I need it, stuff like that. And she's just a neat lady. So I wanted to make something for her, and she had mentioned how much she loved my clocks. So I'm going to put the little fan down in here. Actually, I'm going to just give this a quick little torch because I do see a couple of air bubbles in here. There we go. And again, guys, we're putting flowers and stuff in it, so I'm not super worried as long as there's not like crazy huge gougey bubbles in it. Alright. So we have him in there. And I think I'm going to put one right here. And maybe another one down here. And I put that one in the wrong way. Let me turn it around. There we go. So I am going to push these down because I don't want bubbles underneath them. See, that just pushed up a whole bunch of little bubbles under it. Can you guys see with everything I got on the table here? Probably not, huh? Let me move this stuff out of the way, some of this stuff, so I can zoom you in and you can see what we're doing. Trying to just decide what we're going to use in here. I think we're going to use the gold glitter and some flowers. If I need more, I've got it right here, so. Alright. Now, let's pick some flowers here. Let me zoom us in a little bit more here. There we go. Can you guys see it? Alright. Yeah, alright. I set the resin over here. We got a couple minutes. I have broken into my Let's resin. My big bottles, if you didn't see them, is a 2-part resin. And I got 32 ounces of each for a total of 64 ounces of resin. Because I have a lot of resin projects that I really want to do. Alright, flowers. Wish you guys could tell me what flowers I should put in here. Okay, so I'm thinking, since I'm going to do red, I think I want to do some of these little pink ones. To me, they kind of look like Asian inspired, like cherry blossoms, kind of. These flowers smell so good. So I think we're going to use some of these little pink ones here. Oh, these are so neat. Alright. I have my little clippers here. Clip some of these apart. And that's the other side's gonna be the front. So we're gonna try to place these down. Like so. Alright. Let's do this one here. Push the bubbles out. we're gonna, let me cut this other one apart just a little bit here. I'm gonna push them down in. Kind of want the stems in there too. Just makes them look a little more real. Come on, get in there. It'll get buried when I put the resin on. Pour some more resin on it. Alright, and then we're going to put the last one over here. I'm going to cut off just a little bit of this big stem. Keep the smaller pieces of this stem, but cut off some of this bigger stuff. There we go. Alright. These are so cute. Like I said, guys, these are real flowers. They're not fake flowers. These smell, when you open them up, you can smell the dried flowers, the fruit, there's fruit in here. There's all kinds of stuff. If you didn't see my my haul, my Amazon haul, sorry, I can't talk. And yeah, I got all 6 of these boxes for $18 on Amazon, guys. And there's so many different varieties of flowers and just all kinds of beautiful stuff to put in the flowers. I think I might put some of these in. These are pretty. Put some of these in there. I'm just doing a little Mod Podge here of all different kinds of little flowers. These are so pretty. Oh my gosh, guys. I just love this collection. I found my others earlier. I was going to show you guys what the flowers look like that I normally get off of like Amazon and stuff like that versus these. This is a long stem. I don't want all this stem on here. So I am going to take my little jewelry snips here and I'm going to trim them off probably up to almost just the greenery on these. I am going to save these stems because I might use them in something else. There may be something that I do that I need a stem in. And I want to use something that's real instead of painting one or whatever. Alright. Give these a little poke down here. Let's move him over a little bit here. Alright. Let's see, what else do I want to put in here? I don't think I want a sunflower in here, really. Alright, so we're going to look in a different tub here and see what we got. Okay, I think we're going to try some of these. Look at all the flowers. And like I said, this is a good sized tub, guys. I don't know if you can see. I can tilt it enough you can see how deep this tub is. It's pretty deep. There's my finger. So it's past my first knuckle deep. So it's probably a good inch, inch and a half deep. Okay. I think we might do this little flower here. Put him in there. Oh, how about one of these? Oh, look at this one. Move it around here a little bit. Okay. And I think we want to do... How about some of this pretty blue? Peel these off. Like I said, I'm saving these stems, guys. Let's put these over here. And maybe... Train. Train, train, train. If you watch very many of my videos, you know that's usually a frequent occurrence during the video. I don't know how well you guys can hear them, but I hear them pretty well. And I'm used to them because they come by a lot. Alright, let me put that there. This one here. This one over here. And we're going to put some behind others because we want pieces of them peeking out behind the other flowers. And what other colors do I want to do? I got to keep in mind I'm doing red in the background. So I don't want to do anything really that the red's going to make disappear completely. Kind of worried a little bit about these things here, but maybe not. Let's do a few of these. Some of the little purple dills here. The nice thing about these is I can kind of break these off and get several little ones out of them. And let's do some more here. Alright. I think I want a little bit more purple. I like that purple. It's really pretty. And let's do some up here. And then alright. What else? What else? What else? What else? Maybe some more of the greenery, I don't know. Yeah, maybe a little bit more of this. And we're going to glitterify the, put some glitter in there resin, and we're going to pour it over the top of all this. And the reason I didn't pour the glitter in first is because I didn't want it to be all glitter and all the glitter to sink in front of the flowers. I don't mind if a little bit it comes to the front, but I don't want it all to come to the front. Alright. So we're going to poke them down here a little bit better. Once I pour this coat of resin over the top too, I'll come in and make sure. And like I said, it's not going to matter a whole lot because we are pouring a whole nother layer over the top of these. But I do want to try to get any big bubbles out. I see a couple right here. Alright. Okay. So here's my resin. Nice thing about this resin, I do have a fairly long working time with it, which is a plus. So we're going to dump a whole bunch of this glitter in here, because I really want it to be pretty and sparkly for it. See the glitter in here? Isn't it pretty? Very nice. Stir it really, really well. And now we're going to pour glitter over them. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I'm enjoying getting to come out here and work in my art room and make some crafts this evening and talk to you wonderful people. I teased somebody and said I really like talking to myself, and I said at least this way I feel like I'm talking to somebody besides just me. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice, guys. I think when I put the red behind it, it's going to be just perfect to accentuate it, to make it look really nice. Making sure we get as much of this out as we can, because this is some expensive resin. Okay, I can't say that. It's not that expensive, but all resin's pricey. And, of course, the better the resin, usually the more expensive. And, so yeah, I wanted to invest in some good resin this time. And I thought I might as well buy the one I want. I've used it a couple times and I really liked the quality of it. I liked how bubble free it was. No resin's completely bubble free, but it didn't have as many bubbles as some of the cheaper resin that I've used. And don't get me wrong, if you work any resin right, you can get most of the bubbles out. You just gotta know what to do, whether to torch it, or if you don't mind spraying alcohol on it, you spray alcohol on it. Alcohol will pop your bubbles. It will also, though, if you're doing it on clear, it'll leave a film. So you don't want to, if you don't mind doing it, if it's like on a back layer or something where you don't really care, and you don't mind if it's got a little bit of a haze to it, and not something people are going to see, it can, I haven't tried alcohol, but I have heard from other resin artists that it can leave like a film thing on it. So, be warned if you do that. Alright, guys, well, This is round 2. We're going to let this cure, and tomorrow we will come back and pour our red on the back of it, and then we will demold it and see what we have. I really don't want to torch because I have these flowers, and some of them are kind of sticking up. So I'm just going to kind of leave it be and hope for the best. Hope it doesn't have a ton of bubbles in it. I am kind of poking around. I don't really see a lot of big bubbles. I do see a few tiny, tiny ones. Like I said, I don't want to burn my flowers. And some of them are kind of close to the surface, if not at the surface here. And I really don't want to singe them or anything, so. Alright. So, we will be back tomorrow night, guys.
The next day.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back. So, we are cured. We're going to add another layer here. The final layer. It's going to be red. And what I'm going to do is, I've already got my resin mixed up. I'm just going to add some red pigment in here. Alright. Red all over me here. Always get stuff all over me. Alright. You see how much we need here? Oh yeah, I'm going to need more. I'm going to need a little more. It is not dark enough. Alright, let's see now what we get. Oh yeah, a lot more opaque. I think I still need a little bit more. Still not quite red enough. There we go. Now let's see what we get. Oh yeah, much, much better. Let's stir this really, really good. Alright. So now we're going to pour our red in. Alright. Scrape out all we can here. Don't want to waste any resin. Again, the resin I'm using, the first couple layers were not the Let's resin, but these last few layers have been the Let's resin. If you don't know, I bought 64 ounces of resin, 32 ounces of part A, 32 ounces of part B, and because I have a lot of resin projects I'm going to be working on here in the next few weeks, and I've been buying them in smaller quantities, figured it was better to buy them in larger quantities. Alright, so, not super worried about the bubbles here because they're going to be on the back side of this, but I do want to just go around lightly. There we go. Alright. We're going to let this cure, guys, and we will come back and demold it tonight. Bye.
3 hours later.
Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. So, we're at the demold. Zoom you guys in. Yes, I cleaned my table. I got me a tablecloth. So I cleaned the table. So, let me get my gloves on. The back of this is still just a tiny, tiny bit. If I touch it, it will leave a fingerprint. So I don't want to leave a fingerprint. So I'm going to wear my gloves. But I'm dying to see it, and I can't wait any longer. So we are going to demold it. Let's see here if we can get it out. Bottom of it's cured, see, because we molded it several days ago. Alright, let's get this center out here. It's coming, slowly but surely. And I hate working with these gloves, they're so hard to work with. Alright, guys, can't even see me hardly, huh? We're almost out. Ah! Well, that was good. Okay, did we damage it? Did we damage it? No, we did not. Good. Maybe we did. Just a tad here. On the back. Alright. So I was dying to see it. Let's see what we got here. See, I was afraid this was going to happen. I was afraid the glitter was going to take over. And it kind of did. It kind of took over, guys. I was worried about that. I'm going to set it down here. Can you see here? Yeah, I can't hardly see my fans. There's one there. There's one there. You can't hardly see the flowers. Because the glitter went crazy. And I went a little crazy with the glitter. I mean, it's still pretty. I just wish I wouldn't have been as heavy on the glitter. Now, is it going to stand up? Probably not. So I do need to pour it deeper. That's why okay. So, I think we're going to put it back in. If we can. Yeah. Alright, guys. So, I don't think this is going to work. Unless I can happen to get it in here. Yeah. We're just going to call it what it is. It did not work out the way I wanted it to. And I know now. Not so much glitter. Yeah, I know now. Not so much glitter, guys. And I'm going to have to give it another layer, or a deeper layer, on the back. Because in order for it to stand up, it's got to have a bigger base on it. my base part here is too narrow. So I don't know that it will ever stand up if I don't pour it wider. Yeah, I'm bummed. So we're gonna try round 2. I might have to wait a few days though. I've got some other projects in the way. But yeah, did not work. So if you try this, guys, easy on the glitter. Alright. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You get to see our successes as well as our failures. So, I'm definitely going to be trying it again. And this time I will do it correctly. Guess we could pop that in there just to show. This is what it would look like if it was done right. And then you'd set it up on your table. Like so. But, yeah. So needless to say, keep an eye out for part 2.